Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a specific player in the dating app scene. It's called Pure. Okay, so let's get into this. Pure's whole idea, its reason for being, is basically pushing back against, the usual endless swiping you see everywhere else. They're very clear. It's not about writing long profiles or becoming digital pen pals. It's all geared towards quick, casual connections. And a big part of it is anonymity, getting people to meet up, fast.
Exactly. And because it's so specific in its mission, the feedback we see in the sources is really divided, intensely so. You've got people who really vibe with that direct approach. They love it. Then you have others who just feel totally, disappointed by the whole thing. So our job today is to unpack why. What are the specific app mechanics causing this split? We want to give you the key things to understand why your own experience might swing one way or the other.
Right. So how does it actually work when you first jump in? It seems pretty simple on the surface. You basically post a short ad, just a quick temporary note saying what you're looking for. Could be a date, maybe just a conversation, or something really spontaneous. And if someone likes your ad, or you like theirs, a timer starts. Things move quickly.
Yeah, and that timer, that temporary nature, is really fundamental to how Pure feels. The chats don't last. They're designed to self-destruct after a while. That's the core feature, really. It pushes the privacy angle, the no digital footprint idea. But, and this is a big but, found in the user reports, this anonymity really impacts accountability. If someone acts poorly or just vanishes, well, they're gone, completely gone. Our sources point this out again and again. It creates this underlying issue with trust. No consequences, really.
That totally tracks. If you make speed and deletion the main goals, accountability kind of has to take a back seat, doesn't it? But okay, if speed costs accountability, let's talk about what it costs users in, actual money. The paywall seems to be a major sticking point.
Oh, definitely. The app's free to download, sure, but getting any real use out of it, like messaging people freely or even seeing who's interested in your ad, that's mostly behind a subscription, and it's not applied evenly across the board.
Right, that's where it gets tricky. Users in the reviews often call the payment model quite unfair. It seems women tend to get more access for free.
Yeah.
But the app really depends on male users buying these pretty expensive subscriptions, often ones that auto-renew.
Yeah.
And that structure itself seems to fuel a lot of the frustration you read about online.
And if you link that payment model back to the trust issues we mentioned, well, it gets worse. Despite their efforts to moderate, the combination of anonymity and needing people to pay seems to attract scammers and bots. You see tons of complaints on places like Trustpilot and Reddit about fake profiles, people just dropping scam links. It makes you wonder, why pay a premium if a chunk of what you're paying for isn't even, real people?
Okay. But hang on. If the whole point is speed, getting offline fast, chats expiring, why does location matter so much? Shouldn't an app like this work kind of anywhere?
That's a really good question, because the connections are so brief. So in the moment, the app needs a constant flow of active users, like high volume. So connecting the dots, Pure really only works well if there's a critical mass of people using it nearby. In big cities, like London or New York, the sources suggest it can work pretty well. Lots of activity, lots of potential connections. But step outside those major urban hubs, go to a smaller town. That self-destructing feature, combined with fewer users, well, the app can feel totally deserted, just empty. And that's a huge source of the negative reviews, people signing up, paying, and finding nobody around.
Okay, so pulling it all together for you listening, what's the final word based on the sources? Pure seems to be a legitimate app. It's not just a scam operation trying to take your money for nothing, but, and this is crucial, it delivers exactly what it claims. Short-term, spontaneous, no-strings-attached meetups. That's it. You're basically paying for speed and directness, not for safety checks or relationship building.
Right. And one last really practical warning that came up a lot in the user feedback. Keep a very close eye on the subscriptions. Loads of people reported getting hit with recurring charges, auto renewals they didn't realize were active or weren't easy to cancel. So be careful there.
Which circles back to that core tension we found, doesn't it? When you build a system for maximum speed, maximum anonymity, what do you lose? What parts of trust or fairness or just basic accountability get, sacrificed?
That really is the takeaway, isn't it? If an app is totally upfront about being for quick, temporary connections, does that honesty excuse the flaws? Does it make up for the cost, the risk of fake profiles, the potential unfairness? If it delivers exactly the casual promise it made, but the experience of using it is frustrating, where does that leave you?
Definitely something to think about before you hit download on any app like this.
And that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Hopefully this gives you a clearer picture and maybe save you some time or money. We'll catch you on the next one.